Okay, so we need 29,000 points. Now, this is just like Mission 1. It's the time limit of 7 minutes is just ridiculous. We did Mission 1 in about 5 minutes. We're going to do the same here. So as you can see, you have plenty of time, and we're going to get about the same score, same time bonus, all that stuff. So literally, just watch that first mission again. Now, as you can see right here, just for a little fun, I like to do what I just did, jump over and try to get some points. You know, get a combo of 9 is much higher than what you could normally get. But hey, that's risky. And I did it for fun. Don't really recommend it because otherwise you might just hit the wall and fall down. Like right here, you see how I barely made it? Targeting on those doors is not always the best deal if you have no ground underneath you. But regardless, like I said, we're going to have about 2,000 points worth of flexibility, so a couple hundred from what I did is no biggie. So now by the time you make it to this room, we are at about 10,000 points. Over it, actually. We would be over that even without my bonus. And we can take out these guys right here, and that shoots us over to 11,000. So if you have over 10,000, you're perfect. Can't do much better than that. What's going to be important, though, is to keep up with Eggman. Eggman's score is the other bulk of this entire mission. Because we're not going to get that many when it comes to Knuckles or Rouge. So getting the combos like you just saw right there of 10, very important in Extreme. You accidentally blew off one of his, or whatever he shoots, you would have only gone in combo 9, which is a drastic difference. Now the other big thing to note is you can't die in this place. It's not like when we get to Sonic's part. I showed you in the first mission that you could die as many times as you want, and you came back with your score. Well, there's no checkpoints in Mission 4, period. You go right back to the beginning, so death is not an option. Because I know I stressed it that I have a little difficulty when that comes down to doing Sonic. This is not the case. You cannot die. So as you can see, we're already here at this one section. About 137 is when this pops up. It also comes up, I believe, at around 147. But regardless, that's a good place to be. So minute 47, minute 37, whatever it is. And then right afterwards in this hallway, as you can see, we managed to score an extreme. I just targeted what was ahead of me with the 10, and then I looked all around me because I knew there was an enemy above me, behind me, who knows where. So I just kind of, spaz out, so to speak, with the controller. So now right here, we're avoiding all these lasers. There's so many lasers. I'm trying to kill what I can on the way down, and I managed to bring myself to 21,000 points by the time I land here. That's a great place to be. If you are here, then you are going to definitely be getting your A rank, and you should feel good about yourself. So now right here, we just gotta go through the waiting game. This part is self-explanatory. I jumped up. Now I'm just waiting again, because I want my good time bonus. And we can actually make it onto the platform from that particular spot that I was at. So 215. Now we're going to be playing as Rouge. Now, sometimes I try to press the button as fast as I can, and look at that, I'm already flying without even touching the ground. And that could give you a little shortcut. Cuts back on this area of the game. Cannon's Court's just all these little mini areas. It's great how they presented it. It's quick, it's easy. It's actually not too difficult. It's just the combined efforts of everyone. But once you've done this mission a couple times, I bet you're going to be a master. It's really not that hard. It really is not. Hard mode, that can be difficult. That's actually one of those hard modes that can become difficult. But everything else? No, you've actually had tougher. I'd say Radical Highway was tougher. And as you can see, I got to do the waiting game. I screwed up. I hit the thing and try to make it up. And will I make it in time? Yes, perfect. Land on the button. Now we're going to move on to Knuckles, and then we have Sonic shortly after. He's doing great. Like I said, don't even worry about the time. I said we need 29,000 points, so the time bonus is going to be key. That's going to be where we're at. So first thing I always do is I take out this guy up here so I don't have to worry about him after. We're just going to hit the switch. So it's great. You have to hit the switch to do a lot of things, which makes the time stop. It's great how they kind of give that to you. So here we go. I don't even bother with the guy shooting at me. I always hit this because, you know what? I usually do better than that, but it gets me situated to the direction I gotta go, and it gives me a time stop. Why not take advantage of that? And the time it took me to screw around for a second to get there, I saved like 5 seconds overall. Do that throughout the entire level, you're gonna be fine. So I always swim and hit the switch first, and I begin to head up towards the camera, because then there's this right here. What's important is you hit this, so I try to keep my speed. I try to go as fast as possible, because if you don't make it to the end of this hallway in time, it's gonna shoot you back out. So that's one area where you really have to be careful. If you're not fast enough, you're not going to make it. Alright, same deal here. I kind of jumped up. I went for it. See if I make it in time. Always barely just make it. Alright, doing great. So now we're going to be doing Sonic. And now, like I said about Sonic, you cannot die. You die, you're done, because there's no checkpoints. It's not like the first mission. It is not. You cannot die. I'm stressing it if you watch that first video, so you forget it. So I'll show you how I take this guy down without the fear of dying. And the guy I'm talking about is the one that's hovering over, right over here. I just run up to him, and I just kind of let my natural jump take care of him. Now, as you can see, there was a couple enemies back there I passed up, but I know that I'm going to do great. So I'm just moving right to the beetle, not wasting my time. I could go ahead and take the guys out. That would definitely take care of my score, but I know because I have over 25,000 points in 2.5 minutes, I don't need to waste my time, because I'm gonna do great. Because like I said, we need 29,000 points. In a couple seconds, you're going to see what my final score is. And early congratulations on this A. Because it is not too difficult, but it is long. Yes! And if you've died during this, I feel your pain. But remember, this is an 8-minute mission. Even though the clock says one thing, the time stops, you're really looking at double. But congratulations. Let's go to hard mode.